and don't F yourself.
Is that what you're going with?
That was supposed to be the beginning.
Okay, do it again.
Just don't say and.
Don't F up, don't F yourself.
That didn't have any liveliness. Give me a third take.
Don't F up and don't F yourself. Ugh.
Okay, just say the damn word.
Whoa.
Just say it.
Where did that come from?
I don't think it's the fuck or the not fuck part. It's just,
Oh my god, you just cursed.
Ooh.
Yell it.
Don't F up and don't F yourself. What?
Well, I mean, try it. I mean, I'm not believing you is what I'm saying.
Don't fuck up and don't fuck yourself.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Rude Cooking School Podcast. I'm your host and father of the year, John Hauser III. And with me, as you can already hear, are two freaking nerds that I live with that are amazing.
We're the nerdiest nerds ever. I mean,
I'm talking, and it's the intro. You're not allowed to talk. With me is my wife, Leana Hauser.
Hello.
Has Mom been on the show before?
And my son, Crosby Hauser.
Crosby Hauser, the best one in the house, obviously.
Hi.
I was here when I think I was like 5 or something.
It was early days, yeah. We did a Crosby sauce episode. You were on before.
Yeah, when we came back from England.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Recap of England, just you and me. Was that what it was?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They all blend together. I'm like, but I know you've been on at least once, right?
Yeah, only once. I
Only
think.
once?
I think so.
Okay, so you guys are back for the third.
Yep.
Well, the
John
third
Hauser,
for me.
John Hauser the third.
Yes. That's my name. Don't wear it out. So how
He can wear it out because it's his name too.
Yeah.
No, he's the fourth though.
John
Well,
Hauser.
that's true. My name is John Crosby Hauser the fourth, but just call me Crosby.
Yes.
I'm falling off the chair.
Yes. So we've had this idea for a while, and it's just needed to come to fruition. And basically, I'm talking to the people right now. I'm just that's why I'm not looking at you. Crosby's looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I know.
So, I just thought it would be a good time to do like a family roundup. Where are we at food wise? How are we feeling about food? How are we feeling about cooking? Which is a topic. How
Dad
are we
always
feeling?
loves it.
How are we feeling about meal planning? What are some of our favorite foods? What are some of our most disliked things? It's a lot to
Squatch.
It's a lot to cover.
Squatch for the dislike.
What?
I don't like squash.
Squash. Okay, we'll get to it. So yeah. Crosby, just talk now for an hour. Go for it.
I have a speech prepared, but then then our dog ate it.
Okay, is that what you had a speech?
No,
How did the speech start?
I didn't.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Our dog, where I had to ban from the room down here. She was all over the place. We've
go.
It's possible.
She's a weird dog.
Well, let's start with just the foods that everybody's enjoying right now. Like Crosby, what are you enjoying eating right now?
Does this count like full like meals, sandwiches, or just normal without any planning?
Whatever you enjoy eating right now.
Olives, pickles, Takis.
Okay. In that order, are those your favorite?
No. Takis, olives, pickles.
Takis are your favorite.
It's a close tie between olives and Takis.
It's sad to hear from a parent's perspective.
I mean, he's a kid. Come
No,
on.
I get it.
He's allowed to have some
No, of course.
vices.
It's just that's like the worst thing ever, just because it just messes your mouth up.
Before we like get into the podcast, let's take bets on who is gonna talk the most.
Well, it's gonna be me. I'm the host.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then me.
Sure. And then but okay. So Takis, if anybody's not familiar, are
They're basically Doritos wrapped up into like a little line thing with a bunch
cylinder.
with a bunch of like spicy dust on it, and it's amazing.
It's limey and spicy, like a like a British sex worker. Sorry, that was the first thing that came to my head. Uh, yeah. So like, if you imagine Doritos, but not as good and
They're
really
amazing. They're
and
way
really
better than
limey,
Doritos.
they're weirdly not super salty. I don't think.
No,
they're just
they're
like
not salty at all.
They're just like, I don't know how to describe it. There's this weird taste about it. It's not like limey. It's just talky.
There's a ton of lime powder in,
Yeah,
in
but
them.
that's not the main flavor.
That's the thing that destroys your mouth when you eat a bag of
Ascorbic
them.
acid.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not really lime.
Yeah. Well, they have lime powder to mimic it, and then ascorbic acid to, pop it up. But then there's like it's a chili. It's a chili powder with it. Some sort of chili powder, chili blend powder. But yeah, imagine if you took a Dorito before it was fried, and then rolled it up into, like Leana said, a cylinder that it's just kind of wrapped up on itself once or twice, and then it's fried. And they're thicker than Doritos too, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah. They're pretty thick. Are you talking about the whole thing? Because then yes. Or
No. I mean,
each-
if you took a Dorito
like
and
a
rolled it up,
layer,
do you
the
think
layer.
it would be as sturdy as a Taki?
No, because Takis are their own thing. There's actually a Doritos version of the Taki, but it's just worse.
It is worse. It's not as good.
It's just lime.
Yeah. So,
Sorry, in the background there's some like mic management instructions happening that you guys can't see.
Sorry,
which
I'm
is
trying
why
to-
you're hearing like weird breaks.
yeah.
Sorry.
Keep your left hand in your pocket. How's that? There you go.
There you go.
So you're not futzing with the mic cord. So besides okay. So we've talked about Takis before. There's normal Takis, which are the Fuegos, right?
Yes. Then there's like avocado Takis, which are mild, not really spicy, and it's kind of avocado-y. Then there's like a kind of medium Taki. Like the avocados are like the not really spicy. Then there's a medium. Then the Fuego Takis are just like normal, I guess, or just spicy.
Which are
Then-
your favorite, right?
Yeah. And then they made like a blue one, which is that, but just more spice and less lemony.
Those are weird.
Yeah. Then
Those are like
I've
Smurf dicks or something.
I've heard of a zombie Taki, which is actually bad for your really bad for
A
your mouth.
zombie Taki?
Yeah, my friend's friend likes them, and they're bad for your mouth.
Is the flavor zombie?
Oh no!
Do you think they're making it up because all your friends? Well, the kid. I
Oh,
won't say your friends.
I saw one of the packs.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say because kids in the 7th grade tend to bullshit a lot. So
That's very true. But no, I saw it.
okay. So you're in 7th grade now.
Yes.
You're 12.
it
You're
is
12. You're about to.
amazing.
You're about to become 13 in a couple
Yep,
weeks.
the 17th.
Yes.
of this
You don't
month.
have to give out your birthday. It's
Oh.
okay.
Hackers, don't use that, please.
Yep. Too late.
Oh
Yep.
man.
So this is coming from your perspective as an almost 13-year-old boy who's in the 7th grade. And Takis tend to be the thing that like a lot of your friends like.
Not my friends, not my friend group, but like a lot of people in the grade. Like some people just bring Takis to school and eat them at lunch and
Mm.
recess and stuff.
What else is hot to trot in the 7th grade snack realm?
Just all the Taki adjacent things. I saw a Doritos Taki bag once.
Yeah.
One time there was like, it's part of Takis. It's called sticks. It's just Takis, but in a stick form.
Okay.
It's basically just like a twig.
I was thinking potato sticks.
I was thinking potato sticks
with
too.
an X, STIX.
Yeah.
Well, it
Yeah,
could be
yeah.
called twigs. I don't remember.
I don't think
exactly.
Crosby's ever had those. I think he would fucking destroy
Potato
those things. Yeah,
sticks?
potato sticks. Yeah, make that noise while you eat it.
Oh, you said twigs. It made me think of those nasty things we had in England.
They're so good.
They're so gross.
Me and
gross.
I'm pretty sure Emily and I are the
They're
only two that
so
actually like them.
gross.
They got twigs
just-
are like they're a pretzel
No.
Kinda.
No.
It's for when
Stop.
you're drunk and you
That's
don't
offensive to
taste
pretzels.
anything.
No,
It's just good.
But it's a pretzel
Sugar.
base, but then it's covered in like Marmite, like
and it's
it's
disgusting.
got a glaze on it,
I feel like
and that's the flavor.
I feel like they're thicker than pretzels.
No,
I don't
they're
actually remember them. I
twigs.
just remember them being
They're
bad.
twig shaped. They're like
I know the shape, but
they're
like
thinner than a pencil.
no, I mean like they're denser. I should say,
Oh.
not thicker.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, that's what I thought of when you
Yeah,
said twigs.
Okay. So nobody's bringing regular Doritos anymore.
I mean, some like one time a while ago I saw some Doritos, but
Yeah.
no, not really.
They don't sell them in your school or anything.
No, but one of my friends sells sugar for free.
Of course, there's always
Sugar
that.
packets.
There's always wait, what? I thought you were because there was always like a kid in school that was like hustling candy on the side.
That happened in second grade, where someone just got a pack of gum and sold each individual piece of gum for like $2 or $5, a lot of money. They made like $120 just by selling.
There was a kid when I mean, I think a lot of people have this kid in their elementary school where he would spend like $5 on candy. This was back in the 80s. So, like a candy bar was like 25, 35 cents or something like that. And he would just buy like $5 to $10 worth of candy and then sell it at like 50 cents to $1 and make bank and at least double his money because everybody wanted candy and nobody, had it. So there was only one source. So, yeah. Is there nobody doing that right now? But hold on, you said they're selling sugar packets?
Not selling, just kind of giving them out.
First
or at least
one's
one of my
free.
friends just has sugar
right?
packets that they eat, and then we can ask for them.
So, but they don't have them at school? They don't have
No.
sugar packets at school?
I mean, yeah, they bring them. They bring them.
No,
The-
they don't give them out in the lunch line.
No.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have them at school.
No.
Like the school lunch people
No.
don't do it. Don't
No.
give it to you. Okay.
No.
Huh. Wow, that's
I
pretty
think
wild.
that's pretty smart
What to give out sugar?
to not give it out.
Oh no, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's enough sugar and shit in the food anyway.
we've seen some friends just down sugar packets.
Yes.
That's the friend I'm talking.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No names.
No names. That was gonna be my next question actually, because I've seen that person do that before. Okay.
They also kind of just give us actual candy sometimes
Okay.
when they just have candy.
Cool. Okay, so Takis are the big thing for you, and then olives, which we've talked about before,
Yes.
but specific kind of olives, yeah.
Kalamata olive.
Okay, what is it about Kalamatas that you like in terms of other olives? Because you're not a huge fan of other olives. You'll eat them sometimes, but not like you eat Kalamatas. I saw you eat like 30 fucking Kalamatas last night while we were watching TV, like it was after you ate. So like what is it about Kalamatas that gets your goat instead of like, green olives?
They're just simply better.
Is it because of their texture? Is it because
I
of
think,
their
the
flavor?
the texture is different. Like in the green olives, it's not chewy, but it's more like
Dense.
dense-ish. Not like dense, but it's more dense.
Yeah.
They're firmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the Kalamata olives, you can just eat them, and they're very soft and delicious. The other olives have like this weird taste. I don't know, but the Kalamata olives are just super salty and delicious and amazing.
Okay. That was very unhelpful.
I know. But
No. I mean, you like what you like, so it's hard to describe why you like things. I understand.
Yeah.
Is it because of the saltiness?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is that initially what? I mean, you've loved Kalamata olives since you were like a baby, pretty much. Like once you first started eating food, Like we gave you a Kalamata olive like as a joke just to see if you would like it.
What?
Once you were eating food, like we weren't like liquidating,
Liquidizing.
liquefying them.
I mean, we could have taken him to, um,
Yeah, that we had liquid olives one time and they were amazing.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
did like
we
those.
could have taken him.
And those were green olives.
Yeah. They were like 5 times
Taking 'em to
more
what?
salty.
Were you talking about haleo?
Yeah, I was gonna say we could have taken him to Hawaii when he was a baby and given him liquid olives.
I don't think we did.
No,
No.
he was older.
Yeah, you were just
I was just a wee baby.
no. When you were like a toddler, when you were eating food, we gave you like, let's see what he does, just to see your face, like when you went like, right? And you didn't. You were like, and then looked like with big eyes, like whole, like you could tell, like oh, like yeah. And then you wanted more, so we just kept giving them to you. And then, like honestly,
Then it grew big
we're
and strong.
we're what at least 10
And
plus years of
very
him
good.
eating these now, and I'm still waiting for the day where he's just like, yeah, I'm good. Because most kids don't like olives.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why no one ever likes olives.
Because most people eat olives out of a can and they suck.
I'm like,
They taste like the can.
I'm like, I love olives, and I'm just like,
It's
In
also
real life,
Kalamata
I'm leaning
olives.
Away. I'm leaning away, like as effect.
Another weird thing that Crosby that you like that I found out that one of your teachers apparently likes and has at their desk are tinned sardines. No names.
Yeah, one of my teachers just had a tin of sardines, and he just started eating it. Just
That's a
in
bold
front
move
of
at
us.
school.
At school, yeah, I mean, because Crosby will do that at home. And I remember one time I took him to the dog park and I had to put him inside. You know, they fence off the trees in the dog park.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to put him inside the fence with the tree
Oh.
because he had sardines and all the dogs were like attracted to the smell.
Like,
Because they
But-
stink.
I mean, it's one thing to like do it at home, but to like have sardines at your desk in a classroom is a little bit weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Because if you spill a little bit of that on you, you smell like sardines for the rest of the day. You're just screwed.
yeah, he just, and the worst part is he just kept walking around like the classroom, just getting it everywhere. I mean, I
Mm.
like the smell.
But you also like sardines, right?
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah, sardines. I like sardines. I like a lot of things that most people don't like,
You ate a whole jar of
mainly just because they're salty.
you ate a whole can of anchovies like 2 weeks ago.
Yes, they're amazing.
That and so that's kind of where I can eat an anchovy. Like but I can't eat a whole can
I mean,
like a whole can of
they were
anchovies.
pretty salty.
They're very salty. They're
They're
usually
just a little
used
salty.
those are used basically as like a background flavor because they're salt and umami. So you normally cuz once an anchovy like hits a heat of a pan, it kind of just turns into mush. It just liquefies. Why do I keep saying liquidizes? Losing my mind. It just
Do you hear
liquefies.
why you're
and-
losing your mind?
why is that?
We're here.
Well, true. I'm thinking of like 18 different things right now and trying to yeah. It's like wrangling cats at this point. So okay, then we've talked about the calamatas. We've touched on the sardines, which actually are a big thing. Like, if you could take those to school every day, I think you would.
Absolutely,
But
every single day.
we are
eat
good
them.
parents. We would never let you do that because you would be the stinky kid.
Horrible.
It's like
parents.
reheating fish at work.
Yeah, it's just a bad idea.
Etiquette.
But I mean, and it's a very sophisticated meal. You know, it used to be a not sophisticated meal, which is
Fish.
just a good piece of toast, some sardines, and then just some flaky salt and some fresh ground pepper on top. Boom.
Delicious.
Delicious. Yeah, no, it's great.
Mm,
Boom. Delicious.
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 But you don't agree with
Delicious.
us on that. You're not a fan of sardines.
No, I would never like. I mean, if we go out to a restaurant and they are serving them, you know, if it's like a tapas place or something, and I'll have one, but I'm not like gonna be like, I need a snack. What am I gonna eat? Yes, sardines,
can
a
of-
whole tin.
A
That's
can
what
of
I do.
sardines like a hobo from the 30s.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I do.
No, I
These
mean,
are
I
delicious.
agree.
They're magically delicious.
Although it was funny because Crosby came home the other day and they're reading The Hunger Games at school,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Do you know what I really was craving?" And
If
so
you just started the book and like right at the beginning of the book, they like the way the author describes what they're eating is amazing.
Oh, okay.
apparently it was so descriptive that he was craving goat cheese on a baguette. So we happened to have it. So that's what he came home and ate was
With
goat
a little
cheese
honey on
and a
top.
little bit of honey.
It sounds really good.
It
Toasted
was- it
toasted
was-
baguette,
It was really good.
Yep.
goat cheese,
Mm-hmm.
regular goat cheese.
Yep.
Okay, and that just smear
Well, it was like the crumbles that I get,
Okay,
you
yeah, I
know,
gotcha.
for the
for
salad.
salads.
And so yeah, and he smeared it on.
Okay, and then no salt, no pepper, just honey.
Yep.
Nice. That's a good snack. You know, you could do worse.
Yes, you could.
And that kind of thing's customizable. Like we
Like
were saying.
squash.
What's that?
Like you could do worse, like squash.
Okay, we'll get to it. I mean, you could doctor that up with a little jam, you know, strawberry jam, blueberry jam on top of the goat cheese. That would be awesome. Okay, and then what was the third thing?
Pickles.
Pickles. I mean, everybody likes pickles. That's
No,
No,
someone does
no.
not like pickles.
No one likes pickles.
Oh, we
Besides
know
one
one.
of my friends.
We know one person who doesn't like pickles.
Your best friend does not
Yeah.
like pickles.
Well, no, most of my friends don't.
One
like,
best friend loves pickles. One best friend does not.
and
like,
the
hate
others are
pickles.
just fine on the subject.
Okay.
Neutral, ambiguous, pickle ambiguous.
And pickles are kind of like I know when you say pickles, you're just kind of talking about like cucumber dills, but any kind of pickles we make, you love.
Yeah.
Like last night
Like-
we had cucumbers and onions.
But
That's
there's
just
also,
vinegary.
I really like banana peppers.
Yeah,
They're pickled.
pepperoncinis. You like?
Amazing.
Pickled red onions.
You've been introduced to jardinera. You were eating that last week. You know, which is all the like the pickled cauliflower. And
Oh yeah, that was
carrots.
that
and-
was
You were eating all the pepperoncini. Out
It was
of
Yes.
spicy.
Yeah.
it was spicy.
But we'll make like, I'll take a red onion and pickle it like, red wine vinegar, some water, salt, and sugar. Let that sit for like an hour or so while I'm cooking, and then put that on tacos. But you'll just eat the onions, like
Hey, yes.
yeah, because it's pickled. Like you're like a salt vinegar monster.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love if my parents let me just eat salt, absolutely. If my
We've-
parents let me just eat vinegar, absolutely.
We have to tell you on a regular to not eat salt.
We
Just
can't
raw.
throw away. We can't pour out the pickle juice from the pickle container. Like it gets
Right,
saved
because
so
he
can,
does
like
shots of it.
drink it.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of my friend's parents, we took some pickle juice shots, and it was really funny.
It was fun.
Then my friend, like did that with us, and was horrible at it.
Just not used to drinking shots of pickle juice.
Gotta
Unlike me.
open up that throat.
Yeah. Okay, so Leanna, let's go to you now. What are you like craving, really enjoying, if anything at all? Like I know that's such a like for him, of course, he's a kid, he's gonna have like, this is my favorite thing, this kind of defines me. Is there anything that like right now you're just like, holy shit, I can't get enough of this, or
I mean,
a
there's
thing that you still just love?
there's
loves
nothing that I'm
Pringles.
like. No, I actually don't like Pringles. I mean, I like Pringles, but they're not as
like
good as they
the-
used to be.
You like that one Pringle?
Telling you right now, they're not as good as they used to be.
flavor.
They've changed the recipe. Pretty
Bum,
sure.
Bum,
Yeah.
bum.
But I mean, you know me. I will eat a salad all day, every day.
Yeah.
So, but that's not anything new. And that's why we had the goat cheese.
Yes.
Because I'm like, goat cheese, pears or apples, pecans or some sort of walnut, nuts, a soft cheese. Everything has here's the funny thing about my salad preference as opposed to when you make salad. And I told you this the last time you made salad because it's just something that, like, for me, a salad is not enjoyable when things are chunky. So, like, you made salad once and, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And it was like thicker cucumbers and thicker, like, red peppers or something like that. And everything, whenever I make a salad, it has to be like very thinly sliced, like really thinly sliced cucumber. Everything should be delicate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. I don't know why Dad makes it chunky.
Because I like it that way. Fuck you guys. Make your own fucking
I'm a
salad.
weirdo.
But no, I try
talking.
now and I try to keep that in mind. But I prefer, I'm with you. Like when we make a salad, I like a salad that has, vegetables, but then like some sort of seed or nut is really good.
Oh wait, sorry. After you're done talking, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
So on salads, one of my favorite types of salads are like with apples and meat in it.
Meat in the salad?
Yeah, like little, not like just like little chunks of steak. Remember when you like put some?
Oh well, that's
steak salad.
Yeah, steak salad. Yeah.
I love it, and with like some,
We
like
usually do that
apples and
when we have leftover steak.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll use it for steak salad. That we don't have to
Can we do
recook
that
it.
sometime soon? Again
If I'd have known, we could have done it tonight because we made T-bones the other night. We got to use them up.
tomorrow night.
But we're gonna use them for quesadillas or tacos tonight. There's still tons left over. We could have it tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing is that I will always eat are beans.
Beans.
Because she farts a lot. Just a fact.
I mean, he's not wrong. Regardless of beans. But no, the other night you made a very large exceptionally large portion of beans. I think they were cannellini and onions and kale, was it?
It's kale in there,
Yeah. And I just that was like my lunch. Like I had that and like all those leftover radishes.
It was a base for chicken thighs. So
yeah, but like
Yeah.
I didn't even eat like any meat. It was just like I just had a big thing of beans and then the side was radishes. And then you got, when you made the steak, I said, can we put it on toast?
Mm-hmm.
So
And that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, beans are great. They're really versatile and like almost every culture has their bean recipe, which is really nice. And you can shift that to just lentils. Like whatever that bean recipe is, you can shift to lentils and it works perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Like it's really nice. Yeah. So, anything else? Easy, clean. Like that's always you're like something simple.
yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
that's
like
the opposite of what
I'm
Dad makes every single night. No
yeah.
offense.
No, I mean I'm like definitely like very few ingredients.
Yeah. Boring.
I wouldn't say boring.
I'm kidding. It's not boring. Everything you make when you decide like when you cook dinner, it's always great.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like
We're very
I
different.
tend to err on the not err. I tend to steer towards vegetarian.
Yes.
You cook a lot of our
'Cause
meatless
you-
Monday.
Wait, is that because you like were a vegetarian at one point?
Yes, but as any good environmentalist, I have to like at least pretend I'm vegetarian sometimes. There's this whole guilt factor, around like trying to
Yeah.
save the planet, and then you're like chomping down on a T-bone. It feels a little bit
Delicious.
weird.
Yeah.
Magically
So-
delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, I just go. I'm a simple man.
Sure.
When
When starts making food at 8, eats at 11.
that's a quick night. If I start making it 8 and we're eating by 11, that's a pretty quick dinner. No, I mean, like, I'm always up for tacos. I'm always up for Mexican. I've started leaning into Italian because I know you guys like Italian food. So I've been like really digging making Italian stuff lately. So like, made bolognese sauce, which went into lasagna, which then we used.
Lasagna.
Yeah, and then we made ravioli and used the bolognese. Like that was really good. Like, and I think that has a lot to do with the pasta we were using, which was fresh made pasta.
I mean, the thin pasta was pretty important because there was a lot of heaviness in that. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
the bolognese and then the
Ricotta.
and bechamel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the lasagna.
Yeah.
And then the what the hell was
Ravioli.
that? The ravioli, yeah. Was ricotta again. Did I call it ricotta instead of ravioli?
Yeah.
No, you said we had ravioli.
Okay, yeah,
You said we
okay.
had ravioli.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
ravioli.
Thank you, Crosby. Yeah. And besides that, like I'm always just kind of fluctuating between like, let me find something new.
That's okay. All right. So somebody, I'm sure everyone has seen this like meme or whatever you want to call it, GIF, whatever. And it's like,
Some would say
this is what
gifs.
like, this is what makes being an adulting the worst part. Like, it's like if I knew that being an adult, the worst part of being an adult was like thinking of dinner every single night. Like, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I just want to grow up. It's like, God damn it. Like every night we have to figure out something to eat.
I just make
And-
a burger every night.
I think that the biggest challenge with you, John, and dinner is that it's okay to repeat dinners. I mean, maybe because we grew up in a time where like our parents, at least mine, and I think a lot of kids in the 80s, it was like you had one thing on Monday and the same thing on Tuesday. Like, like you'd have like this week menu prepared, right? Like, and your parents just repeated it.
Mhm.
I just do that.
know?
I just have burger, pizza, and hot dogs on that
On
list.
rotation.
Just those.
But like,
You're
so it was
very
like,
American.
there was, one night it was spaghetti and one night it was pork chops and one night it was like fried shrimp or whatever. And then it would repeat the following week. And so like,
A lot of people do that.
a lot of people do it. And like, obviously, like I don't want to do that, but it's okay to like have some favorites and pull them back out and make them again. But you're just like, no, like
Yes.
everything has to be like totally new.
Exactly.
It's like we can't repeat
when we have an
recipe.
amazing
But
meal, that's
normally-
like, let's have something else. Even
But
though we have
normally
the
when
ingredients.
I make dinner, there's leftovers. So what? Like we eat the leftovers.
No, but I'm just saying, like 3 weeks later. Oh, remember that really great dish we had? Let's do
That's
that again.
too-
And you're like, no.
That's too. That's too much. Like, because if I make it, there's usually leftovers for at least 2 meals, right? Like at least another lunch or two for one of us, right? And like 3 weeks, no way.
It could be 4 months, and you're like, no, like you never want to repeat recipes.
That's not true. There's a lot of stuff that I repeat. I just do a different version of it.
That's what I'm saying. It was good the first time.
Mm.
Repeat it.
What are you about to say, Cross?
In real life, I've been raising my hand. Remember when you asked to like what one of our favorite foods was?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to add kielbasa.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I mean, you're not wrong. Kielbasa is awesome.
It's amazing. And just sausage in general.
The thing about kielbasa is if you just put a bunch of it in your mouth and chew it.
He likes smoked kielbasa.
Right.
We're not talking about raw. I mean, he likes that too, but
Oh, you mean like raw Polish kielbasa, smoked kielbasa. Yeah, exactly. Like Elkridge Farms or whatever it is, kielbasa. Like
correct.
The 2 packs of meaty rainbows on top of each other.
Yes, I mean
that come
like
in the package.
we make.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
I mean, we make where you buy it in a like big.
Yeah, it's 2 meat rainbows on top of each other.
No. I'm talking about like the kielbasa we would get at Ostrowski's.
Oh, the fresh.
Between
yeah.
that, like he likes that, but what he's talking about is like what you just said. The
Meat
smoked
rainbows or meat horseshoe.
meat rainbows.
Yeah, there's
Wait, aren't those the same thing?
well,
I guess.
it's 2 arcs. One I think it's Elk Ridge maybe that does the 2 arcs, and then somebody else that does the horseshoe. So you get like a length of it.
I don't think it's Elk Ridge.
I
Because
know
that's
it's
where you work.
Eckridge. I think it might be Eckridge. Yeah. But the crazy thing about kielbasa that always kind of skeeves me out because I love it is if you take like a big bite of it and chew it up and then let it sit in your mouth, it just starts burning your mouth.
Who does that?
Why?
Why would you do that?
I like tasting things.
I do
Why
too.
would
Let me
it
but-
live
burn
my
your
life.
mouth?
Huh?
Why would it burn your mouth?
Because there's so much salt and sugar and shit in
That's
it.
why you like it, Crosby. It's so
Yeah,
much salt.
it's- And that's why it burns when you cook it easily because there's a ton of sugar in there. It's all salt and sugar. But like next time, everybody, if you take a bite of take a big bite of your kielbasa and then just let it hang out in your mouth for a bit after you chewed it.
Percolate.
Yeah, it'll start to burn your mouth because the
How
salt.
bad?
Not super bad, but you'll feel it, which is crazy. Like because it's a lot of salt. Like. And salt at a certain point will,
It's acidic.
feel like it's burning. It's not acidic, but it'll feel like it's burning just because it's salty, So, but no, I love kielbasa. What were we talking about before we just got interrupted by the kielbasa monster here? Oh, you
No,
were talking
stop.
about how
Oh.
much you hate the fact of
Stop.
that.
No, that's the why. No,
Uh,
no. What's your favorite foods, Dad?
Well, hold on. We were talking about
Yeah, that's
how much mommy
That's
doesn't
why
like.
I talked about kielbasa so we could stop. You guys could stop arguing.
We weren't arguing.
You were absolutely.
We weren't. Oh, well, the thing is, okay. The thing is, like, I'm flighty with how I like to eat. Like, and I don't like, we've tried to do meal plans before. And it never works for me
Well,
because
when you say meal plans, like
plan out.
people now think meal plans like the ordering the stuff that comes to your
Oh,
door.
no. Like planning out your week. Like, okay, we're
Yes.
gonna buy all the shit on Sunday or
Oh,
Monday.
no. I would never. We can't do that. I would never say
We don't have the room in our fridge.
we don't go to the grocery store on the weekend and go and buy like all of our stuff. But I mean like plan ahead
right.
and think like, okay, so that we're not Tuesday at the end of the workday, like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Like,
Right.
that's the worst because I can't think on the fly. I just
Right.
want to
Me
know.
neither.
Whereas, like, you cannot
thinking of it-
decide. You can't decide on Wednesday or on Sunday what you want on Wednesday.
No, not at all.
Because you might think you want it, but then Wednesday comes around and
Don't
now
want
it's like the worst idea possible.
Right.
And I'm just like,
My brain will just be
what
like,
the
what,
fuck?
no.
Like,
Yeah.
you totally wanted it. It's like when you made lasagna.
Lasagna.
Remember, you were like, I'm going to go to De Pasquale's and I'm going to get all this yummy, fresh stuff and I'm going to make lasagna. And then, like, 2 days later, you're like, the last thing I want in the world is lasagna. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But then you
That's
made it the next
That's
week.
my dad in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we can't plan ahead. I can plan ahead, but that's when you just have to say, and you do all the time, you make whatever you want and I will like it.
Right.
Because I get like a little bit funny, like thinking I want to make something, but knowing that you're not going to want it. And then I make it anyway and you're fine with it.
I'm fine with it because I don't have to make it.
Right. So I can plan it. I'll plan ahead, but you do not plan ahead.
It's very rare that you make anything that I'm like, yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah, that's how I am with your food too.
What were you about to say?
Another addition to the Crosby likes food.
Oh, Jesus.
Sushi
That is true. You are a big sushi person.
and just soy sauce.
Oh, salt.
Well,
once
salt
we-
again. Yeah,
once we-
salt and umami.
Do you like
fa-
sushi or
Once
do you
we-
just like it as a vehicle for soy sauce?
No, he
Both.
likes sashimi.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I was about to say.
Nobody dips
Both.
that in the soy sauce too.
But even without, like,
Wait,
you
so
know.
once, like, you know how you can get like soy sauce packets and you just pour it on stuff, or just pour it in like a little container and dip stuff in it. So once we pour the soy sauce out, there's just some soy sauce, and I just suck the soy sauce out of the packet.
Yes.
The remaining soy sauce.
Yeah.
I think he also, I've heard, will just open up mustard packets at school and eat the mustard out of the packet.
Really?
That was for a couple days.
Mustard, huh? Again, vinegary, salty.
I have
Spicy.
problems. Okay.
I mean, you've been getting into spicier stuff. Like,
Yes.
I've been interesting. It's been interesting to see that because when you were younger, you hated spicy stuff.
No spicy for me.
But now, as you've gotten older, you're starting to really you like it. Like eating.
Spice
Like
of
I would
life.
say 3 years ago, you would never eat a pepperoncini. But now you go out of your way to eat them because you know that you like them.
There was this one time when I was younger when I didn't like spicy stuff that my dad said that he'd give me like $10 if I ate
It was a jalapeno.
a jalapeno.
If you took a bite of a jalapeno,
And I did.
it was $20.
$20, and he didn't give me the money.
I did give you the money.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Did you seriously? Exactly.
Leanna's shaking her head. No, I did give you the money.
No,
I did.
I clearly remember you didn't.
Dude, you were like 6.
I remember we were at Small Tour.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
gave him the money.
Nope.
I took him out and bought him stuff with it.
Okay, well maybe I thought you were gonna actually give me cash, but if
Cash
you like,
money.
I mean-
that was the bet.
Yeah, I bought shit with my cash money for him.
cash money,
Like, is that not the same thing?
Nope.
I want the cash.
Oh, come on.
Now pay me up.
$20.
Oh, Jesus
$2.
Christ.
$2.
Okay, so
I'm falling off a cliff. I'm fine.
I mean, one of the reasons that I don't like a repetition thing is because if we get in a repetition, burgers, hot dogs, pizza, we do make a lot of pizza and order a lot of pizza.
And make a lot.
We
of
make
pizza.
burgers maybe once a month.
I know it's horrible. I have a horrible life.
I never said that we
No.
should get into repetition of the same.
I'm getting to a
meal.
place. I'm getting to a place.
Okay. I just meant like, let's redo that recipe because it was really good.
I'm getting to a place. Burgers, pizza, which we do out of the 3, we pizza probably the most because we order that and I make it a lot.
Yeah.
Hot dogs will have like every other month, even though that's my favorite. But the reason is because I would eat that shit all the time. I would eat hot dogs fucking 3 times a week if I could. But it's unhealthy. It's not good for you, right?
And
Burgers are not
since-
great for
and
you.
Since mom is my mom, we have to eat healthy stuff.
That's not true. Mommy eats everything we eat. Like, mommy eats chili dogs with us. Like, what are you doing with the mic? Like, I can't hold it in anymore.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, in terms of just, I don't know. There's so much out there to try that I want to try it all. And at least try to make, I was on an Indian kick for a while. And we were eating a lot of curries and I
Yeah.
was getting into that.
Really
And
good.
we were really enjoying that.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm
So-
saying that if you found a really good Indian curry recipe, you would not repeat it.
Exactly.
That's my point.
No.
Is like,
Yeah.
that's a really good recipe. You're like, nope, gotta try
I would-
something different.
I would love to.
gotta try a new recipe next
My-
time for that.
my
same
problem
dish.
is I always combine like when I make a thing, I'm combining ideas from other things that I've read about or looked into, and then I'm not writing down what I'm putting into it. So there's the recreation. I could recreate it, but it's not going to be exactly the same because I'm just cooking. You know what I mean? Like I'm not using a lot of measurements,
Yeah.
I guess.
No, I know.
So, what? You all right, Crows?
Yeah. On this, your voice just got really loud.
Mine did?
Yeah.
Oh, finally.
No, it was like I don't know if that's actually what they're hearing.
No, I think maybe your headphones just finally kicked in. Who knows?
No, not like it's like sometimes when some of us put our face on a specific part of the microphone, our voice gets really loud into it,
Okay.
and so that like it's happened a couple times with me, mom, and dad.
No, we're good. There's no volume spike. We're good.
We're actually getting quieter.
Daddy will be editing this part out.
Yes. No, I won't. But yeah, we are actually getting quieter just because
Yeah.
Crosby was talking the whole time.
No, it's getting quiet.
All right. Well, let's talk about things that we don't like, and let's not take 30 minutes to talk about
Can I
it.
say something?
Yes, go for it.
Squash.
Squash. Was it about? Okay, what kind of squash? That you can't. Is it yellow squash?
I just don't,
Is it spaghetti squash? Because I'm kind of with you on that one.
I don't know. I just don't like.
He does not like zucchini.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know that.
You had it the other night. Dun dun dun. It was in the enchiladas that you loved so much.
No, I noticed there was something weird about those.
Oh, stop it. You ate those enchiladas. You went back for seconds.
And thirds.
You did, yes.
I would have.
No, there you go. You don't like it by itself.
Yes, and I just don't like squash.
Are you talking about yellow like
I don't
squash
know. What
ass
are the- all the
squash?
different types of squash.
There's hundreds. There's a lot of different squash. Squash.
Wait, speaking of like different types, what is the one food that can be any type of well, maybe not the one food, but a food that can be every color of the rainbow?
I don't. Do you have an answer for this?
Yes,
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead.
Mom.
Carrot.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe. But I actually told you guys this before. Corn. I mean, I don't know about blue.
Yes.
There's blue corn.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Blue
like
corn.
it's red, it's yellow, it's orange, it's purple, it's
not green.
It's not green, but the stem is green.
Gotcha.
The top part of the corn. So
Yeah,
corn is
corn
all
is pretty
of the
different.
rainbow.
Yeah, and it's unusual because blue is not a very normal color for food. It's like
Yeah.
potatoes
It's a normal
and
color for
corn.
animals, but
for birds.
well, also things
Skinks.
if they
Yeah,
want
gross.
to poisonous things. They're
Yeah.
like, I'm poisonous, stay away from me.
Like vampires.
Blue is
Yep.
not a very common color for plants.
Vampires
or
are real.
flowers.
What's that?
Vampires are real.
Yeah.
Twilight.
Edward Cullen's blue, right?
When he shimmers.
Yeah, it's kind of bluish.
You're blue. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, at least your
I'm
veins
wearing
and
blue,
shirt are.
yeah.
Their veins.
And blood, I think blood is like purple or something. It just like oxidizes when it gets into when it touches. Like,
That's a thing that people say when you're a kid. Like, I mean, clearly red. I don't know.
well, that's your hair.
Okay.
But blood,
So, okay.
blood just oxidizes when it hits oxygen, so that's why it's red.
I mean, yeah, that's what they say. That's why we got blue veins and stuff. I don't know nothing about it. That's why I have a food podcast. Let's talk about food. So besides squash, what don't you like?
Oh well, one time there was this one olive that there was like a taste test for the olive at a grocery store, and it was bad.
Besides the one olive, what kind of food don't you like? Because there's not a lot that you don't like.
I don't like human, surprisingly.
What?
I don't like human, surprisingly.
You've eaten human.
No, yeah.
Yeah. What?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, comedian. What kind of fucking food do you not like?
Human. I've taken a bite of one of my friends before. remember,
Gross.
When I was a child.
Stop it.
Not like an actual bite.
Okay, Leanna, what do you not like?
FBI.
Is there anything that you don't like?
Fish cake.
Oh,
I
like
don't really
the
fish
cute
cakes
little
either,
swirly
yeah.
fish cakes in
They're
ramen.
adorable, and
Yeah,
I
what Naruto
do
is
not
named
like
after.
them.
Yeah, Naruto. Yeah.
I do not like them.
What is it? Is it the density? Because you like Korean fish cake, right? Like
No,
when we go and eat Korean barbecue, you eat it.
no, I don't.
No, not at
No,
all.
Not at all. No.
Huh.
I don't like that it's just this softness. It's just like soft and like mush, but
Oh.
like weirdly firm. Like there's just nothing to it. Like I don't know. I have a texture thing, like there's a lot of like those kinds of mushy textures that I don't like. I love eggplant, and when I actually eat it, I love it, but like it's one of those things where like I never want to order it because I'm worried I'm not going to like it, but then I do. Like when we went to Ni Hao
Mm-hmm.
and I got the eggplant dish. For me to go out to a restaurant and order eggplant and spend like $38 on an entree that like I'm worried.
That is not
I'm not gonna
$38.
It was.
It was not. That's the fish. That was $38.
Okay. Well, the eggplant was like 20 something. But anyway, you know what I'm
Expensive
saying?
eggplant.
Like, you know how like
Yeah.
if you're paying for something, you're like, not going to take a risk. But every time I end up loving it, but when I was like looking at recipes the other day and it was eggplant and I was like, ugh, it just looks gross, but I know I'm going to love it.
Right.
But yeah, so I have there's definitely like a
Sponginess
I
issue.
stay away from some of those softer textures.
You don't like undercooked eggplant as much as you like the silky eggplant. Because when I did that weird recipe like a month ago where I steamed it and we were all like
I actually like that. I don't
right
really
where we
like
were all
eggplant.
suspect of it, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna be, and then we ate it and I was like, oh my god, this is really good. And he liked it because he normally doesn't like eggplant.
I don't like any weird purple thing.
What do you mean?
Squash eggplant.
Squash isn't purple.
Wait, what? What color is it?
It's yellow.
You don't like
the normal one's
you
yellow.
don't like zucchini.
or
It's
zucchini,
green.
which is green.
You keep saying squash. I mean, obviously squash is all yellow squash is also the same. Green
is
squash,
zucchini?
zucchini.
Zucchini's green.
They're all the same family.
Yeah.
Neither of them are purple.
Squashes though.
Stop.
Okay. I think it's time to wrap this up almost. Okay, so in the future, what would you like to try, Crosby? Is there anything that like you've seen on TV or a cuisine or a culture that you have like read about or thought about that you're like, I would like to try their food, that would be really interesting?
Not that, but like those commercials, like on TV about like food and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like promoting a food place or something.
Yeah, like restaurants.
food
Fast food
places.
joints.
The food always looks so delicious on there.
Yeah, you're a big Chipotle commercial fan.
Yeah.
Or Arby's.
I probably wouldn't actually like it, but
You would like Chipotle. It's fine. It's just there's so many really good Mexican places around us that Chipotle tastes like fucking dog food comparatively.
Chipotle people, please don't amend us.
But Arby's is a thing where you're constantly like, that looks really good, and I'm like,
Yeah,
trust me,
He
looks
this is
likes
good.
the meat.
Yeah.
because there's like all of these, because there's like these tricks that they use to make it look better.
I mean, if you look, the way it looks on the commercial and the way it comes to you, completely
Because
different.
in the commercial, they have all the time that they want.
Yeah,
or
and it's
need
and that's how they
to, like,
get you.
prepare it
Yeah,
to make it look good, and then when it's actually being served at rush hour, it is bad.
I remember eating the last time I ate Arby's. No shit, was probably like easily 10 years ago, and I was like, You know what? I remember really liking Arby's like roast beef sandwich or whatever with the cheddar, and then you get some horsey sauce, which is like a
Horsey sauce.
yeah. So like, do you remember when we got those pit beef sandwiches a couple weeks ago, and it had the horseradish sauce on it,
Yeah.
and you were like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." Well, Arby's sells like a bastardized version of that, where the roast beef is like fake roast beef. It's kind of like the bologna of roast beef. It's not real beef. Whereas for the sandwiches that we had, it was literally just sliced beef with onions, mustard, and then horseradish sauce. I got one of those sandwiches from Arby's and was like, hell yeah, and took one bite of it and I was like, oh, that is God, it's like eating a sweaty armpit. It's so fucking gross.
I've found what makes all of the voices loud.
Yeah.
Something in
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, good?
Something in my headphones is making it weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, you talk for a second.
What?
No, I know.
Just don't worry about it. It just
Yeah.
won't be
Yeah,
loud.
we're
You
good.
fixed it. Wait. Oh, wait. Mom, talk.
It's fine. You're totally fine.
So, all right. With that,
Oh wait. Sorry. Another like commercial that looks like the food looks really good is Taco Bell.
oh, and Taco Bell. Well, we had Taco Bell like 2 years ago.
After you eat Taco Bell,
No, we didn't. You did.
Crosby had something.
After you eat Taco Bell, it comes out.
Oh,
your butt.
stop it.
Everything you eat comes
Stop
out
it.
your butt.
Yeah, everything you eat
Yeah.
comes out your butt. So, like, I mean,
But it's not.
you have a
I thought-
5-course meal, it comes out looking like Taco Bell.
I thought only you went to Taco Bell.
I brought it home.
No,
I did.
not to
But it
me.
makes you get the.
Not to you. I didn't know. I was eating it. And then Crosby came up and was like, what are you eating? I was like, well, I got a couple tacos.
Taco
and-
Bell makes you go number 3.
What?
Number-
You don't know what number 3 is. Go away.
It's number 1. Number 1's pee. Number 2 is poop. And then number 3. Can I say something?
You're going to go.
Yeah,
ahead.
go for
Is
it.
sharding.
Okay. Number 3's.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Don't
thanks.
shart yourself.
Yeah. All right. You are to a point where we need to get you away from a microphone. So,
Never.
okay. Well, thank you, family, for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you too
Uh,
for hosting us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
We'll have to do
ourselves.
this again in 5 years.
And talk about Kalamata olives some more.
well, maybe not 5 years. Maybe like a couple days, but
Do you want me to have you back on next year?
maybe a couple days.
You just like talking on a microphone.
Maybe a couple minutes.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely have you guys back on,
Good. You better.
and it'll be nice to talk to you again in like 10 minutes when we're done.
Yep.
About what we're having for
Yeah,
dinner?
we know what we're having for dinner. Stop it.
Kind
No,
of.
we don't.
I know exactly what we're having for dinner.
What?
Quesadillas
No, I thought
and
it
or
would be
tacos.
See?
We're
No,
having
I'm kidding. It's
was
gonna
it
be
chicken-
quesadilla.
Is
No,
it
it's
chicken or is it steak?
quesadillas.
we're gonna have chicken and steak quesadillas. That's what we're gonna have.
Yeah, I love quesadillas. by
I
the
know.
way.
That's why I'm making quesadillas.
Oh, let's add that to the list of foods I like.
I know.
Quesadillas
Everybody likes quesadillas.
and tacos and
Everybody likes
burgers.
I would eat a taco before a quesadilla any day.
Really?
Yes.
Me too. I think I agree with you. Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's tied. Also add burgers, fries, hot dogs, and pizza to the food list of foods I like. Also, I don't.
What about ramen? You forgot ramen,
Yes, ramen.
but like good ramen.
Yeah, good ramen.
I
Not the
I mean,
ramen.
Yugi.
Not the ramen Dad makes.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. His ramen.
I don't think he would turn.
No, he doesn't.
He would not.
No, he likes the.
He would not turn down a package ramen.
Oh, he loves pack of ramen.
I mean, you gotta add some stuff maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on. I really
Appreciate that.
appreciate it. And thank you for listening to the Rude Cooking School podcast. We don't advertise, so please, rate and review us wherever you can. Follow us on Spotify or iTunes or Apple Podcast or whatever you use to listen to us. We don't pay for advertising, so word of mouth is really important. So if you just tell one friend, that's great too. tell your dog, have your dog bark it to their dog, then have that dog tell their owner. And that's how it works. Or, use the matrix of mice that talk to everyone that, Cinderella uses that get dresses on and shit. Any one of those ways works. It's really great. So thank you again. We will be back next week. And for the Rue Cooking School podcast, I am John Hauser III. Don't yuck my yum.
I'm Leana Hauser.
And I am the host, Crosby Hauser.
I got nothing. Do you want to say anything before you go?
Goodbye. Also, olives are amazing.
Words to live by.
Calamon olives.
Olive juice, everybody. Peace.
And pickle juice.